Good morning, first grade. I hope everyone is having a great day again today. All right, so we have another deep dive, and it's actually another deep dive with shades of meaning. So, yesterday we worked on putting words in order that were closely related to the word observe. And today we're going to take a look at a new word that we will also learn some other words that go along with it, and then you'll put those words in order just like you did yesterday with observe, examine, study, and all of the other words. So today's word is cherish, cherish. And in the text, me, Jane, it said that Jane cherished Jubilee, which was her stuffed animal. Now, what do you think the word cherish means? Have you ever heard that word before? Think about that for a minute. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but the word cherish, and if we think about Jane and her stuffed animal Jubilee from the story, how did she feel about Jubilee? Yeah, she loved Jubilee, and not just loved him, but like really loved Jubilee, cared for and really loved a lot. And that's what cherish means. That something is very special and important to you, and you just really, you care very deeply for it, you love it, you couldn't imagine being without it. So just for a moment, think about in your mind, what's something that you cherish? I'm sure we all can think of, certainly a few things that are really special and important to us that we, very much cherish or love a lot. So, thinking about that, let's think about some other words that have a similar meaning to cherish. But again, these are words that we will be able to put in some sort of order that can be very, very much like the word cherish, but can also be words that are, kind of moving away from meaning exactly the same thing as cherish, kind of being the same general idea of liking something, caring for something, loving something. But again, we see that there are levels, just like the sleepy, tired, exhausted. They all explain how someone might be feeling when they need to get some rest. But we know that exhausted is just so tired, where, sleepy is not quite as tired as that. So when I think of cherish, I think of the word love because it means to love something very much. I also think about the word treasure. You treasure something. You really care for it, and it's very special and important to you. That also makes me think of the word honor, because when we honor something or someone, we show it a great deal of care, and we are respectful towards it, and we care about it. And that reminds me of the word cherish. I would also think of the word like, right? And maybe that's a word that is not quite as close to the word cherish, but it's kind of in the same realm of that same idea of loving something, just not quite as strong of a feeling, not quite as strong of a word as love or cherish. It also makes me think of the word adore. So if you adore something, you really love it. That's a pretty strong word as well. And then, when you love something, you would care for it or care about it. So I also think of the word care. Okay. So again, these words all have a similar meaning to cherish, but there are some words on this list that are more closely related, are much more similar to the word cherish and kind of the strength of that word, kind of how strong of a meaning it is, versus some words that are just not quite as strong. So let's head on over to Seesaw again. And here on Seesaw, when you tap add, you are going to see the same kind of shades of meaning chart that we have been working on, that we did yesterday with observe, and that we did not too long ago with the word move. And you're going to use your move tool to put these in an order, put these in an order that you feel, shows the varying levels of meaning. And the word that goes right here, closest to cherish, would be the word that you think is the most like the word cherish, the closest to the meaning of the word cherish. And the word that goes down here in the darkest part at the bottom would be the word that you think is the furthest away from the word cherish, just like we did yesterday with the word observe. And again, you may have different answers. You may have a different order than what someone else would do. The important part is that you can explain your thinking and explain why you put a certain word in a certain place. That's the important part. And again, the reason that we study this and the reason that we talk about this is because when we are speaking or we are writing, we always want to try our best to choose the most perfect word, the most appropriate word to describe what we are trying to describe, so that the person listening to us or the person that is reading our writing can really clearly understand what it is we're trying to say. We want to make sure to, try to communicate as clearly as possible. That's always the goal. And learning about shades of meaning and learning about words like this can really help us to do that even better. All right, so you can put your words in the order that you feel is best. Again, closest to cherish, furthest away from cherish, and then you can go ahead and tap the check to submit, and we can't wait to see what order your words are in. All right, and talk to everybody soon. Thanks.